Good morning, guys. Kind of look tired. I sort of just woke up, even though it's not really morning. I got up at like 12. No shame, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, with everything going on right now, it just feels like, I don't know, like who needs a bedtime? Well, I've been reading my Brittany book that I was talking about a lot. And I have like a time where I tell myself to stop reading it, which is usually like 3 or 3:30. But I like to have my evening reading, so that's fun. But yeah, because of that, I kind of end up sleeping in. So I'm just outside on our little deck thing. We usually have a hammock here for the summertime. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. One moment. With lumberjill. During Christmas, I think, I did probably mentioned it, but hey, that vlog has not been edited yet because we're back in freaking July or something. But did I make a video and just upload it? I don't think so, but during Christmas, I did this world market thing that they were doing. It was super fun. Oh my god. I don't know if any of you guys heard of it, but it was like you found the hidden cracker around the store. So Christmas crackers, the British Christmas crackers, and they would have like a $20 off, $20 or more, $50 off, $50 or more, $100 off, $100 or more. So essentially you can get that amount of stuff for free. So cool. I was there every freaking day because there's a world market by where I work, both my jobs, because they're very close together, and like every single day before I went to work. Mondays were a little different because I worked at my movie theater and I was there a lot earlier, but like sometimes I'd go there after. But I would search the store because they hide 4 crackers, Christmas crackers, around the store. 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and basically they cross them off. There's like this big poster in the front of the store that has the Christmas cracker pictures, and they'll cross them off as they're found. It was literally the funnest thing in the world. I enjoyed it so much. And I also I couldn't believe how much I was obsessed with World Market during Christmas. There were so many cool things. I got so many gifts there. But because I won, I finally found one. Like, it took me so long. Like, I couldn't, when I went to the store to look for them, I would only have short time frames. Some days I'd have longer. But literally it took me so long, but I finally found one, and I think it was behind like apple vinegar. And basically in the front on that sign that I mentioned before, they have a little riddle thing, not riddle, clue. It's like today's Christmas cracker is something orange, or it's behind something orange, or you know, or like behind something, or between something red. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like all these different things. So it was helpful sometimes, but like I think mine was like behind something apple. I thought it was that, or next to something with apples, or something like that. But anyways, I got it, and I was so excited because I had been searching for so long, and I know this is becoming a long story, but just hang in there. It's really cool. So I had $50 off, $50 or more, and this was just one of many things that I had gotten. So I got a set of cups. The red one says Lumberjill, and the green one says Lumberjack. And so Mike and I now have like matching cups, and it's really cool. It's great because the whole lumberjack thing reminds me of not only Canada but also Alaska, so I just feel like it kind of makes sense. And we both love plaid. Like, I'm literally wearing my PJ pants are plaid. This is checkered, but you know, we're not going to worry about it. It's the same thing. Not really, but close enough. I got a lot of different things. I got all sorts of chocolates. I got like a popcorn bucket, a lot of things, but yeah, no, it was really fun. Anyway, so that's a long story of my cup. You're welcome. It's okay. Anyways, yeah, so I've just been hanging out. I ended up going, that's one of the reasons I probably slept in more today, because I was saying I read my book until like 3:30ish, I have a fun story to tell you guys. So after I finished reading, or close to when I was gonna finish reading, I heard like a sound out here, outside my window. That sounded, it was very raccoony. And I was like, what is that? I don't think anyone was hurt. It didn't sound like anyone was hurt. It kind of just reminded me of what you hear with mamas and babies sometimes. And, so I was gonna just go to sleep, but I'm like, I can't handle it. I'm like, I need to go out. I need to see them if they're here. And lo and behold, let me just show you. Take one more sip and I'll go bring it over there. Oh, I love coffee way too much. And you know what? I'm a Seattleite, so I was born with coffee in my veins. And Starbucks originated here, so I'm saying. It did, though. A lot of coffee places actually originated here. But anyways, this tree. They were up this tree. I don't know where they are now, obviously. They're sleeping because it's daytime. But it was mama and 2 babies. I only saw 2 of them, so I'm pretty sure. I saw them from the deck over there, and I only saw their glowing eyes because I had a flashlight. But it was so cool. I love it. This is like my favorite tree. Like, raccoon tree. Because this is like one of their favorite trees to climb in our yard. Like, I remember back when I first was like taking care of the raccoons and like, yes, feeding them. But don't worry, I'm very careful. And I've done my research. And I make sure that if I ever do a feeding thing, that I do not make it in a specific pattern. And I tried to I would like to do like things like cat food and stuff. People do that, guys. I know it's frowned upon in some places, but honestly, I just think, I don't know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But again, I've done my research. It's literally been about 11 years that I kind of had years where I did that. I didn't do it every single year, but it started when I was 16. And I'm gonna go back over and get my coffee. But that tree was the same one, so when I had this one raccoon baby, which I have a video of her when I was a teenager, on YouTube, by the way. So if you want to check that out, it's a ways back. It's like the beginning, but there is a video of her. She was the first raccoon that I ever got really close to. She was the first raccoon that I ever, got close to her babies. She trusted me so much because I was taking care of her, and she literally introduced me to her babies. I know I have told this story before somewhere, but it was magical. I don't want to go too long in the story, but I came out on the deck, and for some reason, and this had been after she was growling, after she was, I was taking care of her for a while, but, so I knew she had babies already. Because I saw her during the day, and that was my assumption. Oh yeah, they come out during the day. No, that doesn't always mean they're sick. That means that they have babies. Just so you know. And, so I came out on the deck, and, I just heard this little growl. And I was like, ooh, that's different. So I was very careful, because again, I've done my research. But she was coming right up the steps, and she, looked at me, and she was kind of growling, and I was like, huh, you're acting different. Why is that? And then I heard this little under the deck, and that's the sound raccoons make. And baby raccoons especially. And I was like, I know why you're being so defensive. Oh my gosh, you're babies. And so I got up very slowly, and I came down the deck, because she came back off, and I came down the deck and walked all the way around to where the little underside is over there. Under there inside. Trying to show it from here. And she was so chill, guys. So chill. She just looked at me, and I was looking under with my flashlight. I saw the 2 babies, and I was like, oh my god. And then she just walked off. She just walked off this way towards this little area, and I was like, we didn't have this area then, I don't think, but I was like, what? your babies are right under the deck, and I'm right here, and you just walked off. Okay. you most trust me. And then she came back with a third raccoon that was slightly bigger than the other two, which means it was a male and the other two were females. And I was just like, I was blown away. She was introducing me to her babies. And she was like, here, I want you to take care of them too. Like, it was so cool. And that was when, like, my love for raccoons really started. Anyways, today's full of story times, ain't it? I'm sorry. There's just so many things that pop into my mind, you know, and I'm like, oh, let me share that. But yeah, there was one time in the same tree where it was baby and her babies. Yes, I called her baby because I don't know why. I just kept calling her baby, and then she started coming when I called her baby. So I was like, okay, I'm going to call you baby. So baby and her kids, to use the proper terminology, were up that tree, or they were trying to teach them how to climb. So raccoons tend to, like, you know, they have to teach the babies to climb. They need to let them try to figure out how to get down and get up on their own. And, because it's in their nature to do it. So usually, it's like, I don't know. I was gonna compare it to something, but that thought just, it's fine. This is my life. Anyways, but, like, there was one, like, that was really small, that was just, like, sitting there, like, kind of just throwing a fit, like, almost. She was like, like, it was literally, I was like, the end of coming out, and I was like, what is going on? Because I could hear it, and, like, I saw baby down at the bottom of the tree with her other two babies, and then this one was up there, and he was scared, and he was like, I don't want to come down, and then baby just kind of tried to stayed at the bottom, and I think it was, like, her way of being like, you can do this, you gotta come down to me, you know. And I was kind of concerned, but eventually the little baby, he, like, or she, I think it was a she because it was really tiny, like, started doing a little climb down, like, and I was right next to it. Now, this was back when, so this little grass area wasn't always there. We had, like, 2 double trees back there that had to be taken down only because they were a fire hazard and they were dying, unfortunately. I was so upset with my dad when he had to take those trees down. But at the same time, I was like, it's dangerous and it's a fire hazard. And but I okay, I'm sorry. Off track, always. But I just remember being so emotional and like, Dad, like, you know, the trees were here before us, and they wouldn't be a fire hazard if we didn't have a house here. Like, anyways, we did have to take trees down. We planted more, don't worry. Anyways, so we graded this whole area down. It used to be like this, like, how do I show this? This, like, kind of almost like a cliff-like thing. And there was just, like, this little dirt area that had 4 trees. And that's what it was like then. But yeah, so it was really cool to kind of, I was literally, like, right by the base of the tree. I was probably a couple of feet away from baby, and she didn't care. She was like, because she knew me. She had introduced me already. And I just watched the magical thing happen of, like, a baby raccoon learning how to climb down a tree. It was cool. Anyways, I've talked your guys' ears off a lot. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna get back to my coffee. It's probably cold now, but I thought I'd just kind of make another video outside. This is actually quite a pretty view of the ravine that I have, so thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you again later. Bye!